Okay. We should be live. Yes. Okay. Let's see. How far behind are we? Uh-oh, I'm not seeing anything. That's problematic. Okay, game capture is working on OBS's side. Twitch, what are you doing? Twitch? Why can we not see what's happening? Okay, so I'm seeing it there. Interesting. Something weird is going on here. Let's try. Aha! There it is! Got it. Okay. All systems are a go. Okay, we've got a rainy day tomorrow. That is advantageous. Well, hello there, Cryptic. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. As I believe that is the expected thing to say. Does everything sound alright? Okay, microphone quality isn't very high. That probably means I've got to mess around with OBS more, but I don't know enough about it to know what I'm doing. There's probably a settings thing going on. That does not mean that I know what it is. Let me poke around in OBS real quick and see. I just don't know what any of these things mean. The microphone itself is good, yeah. So I think the thing is, for YouTube I was using Outplayed, which is a completely different program. And so I think Outplayed was doing a lot of the settings things for me. I'm gonna have to mess around with OBS because it doesn't do all of the automatic audio stuff right off the bat. But I don't know enough about OBS to know what I'm doing, and so that's something I'm gonna have to mess around with my brother to see if I can figure out what's funky. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. So we have harvested parsnips. Yeah, I'll keep messing around with audio settings a little bit later. I think for now let's just run the stream and see how everything else goes, and we'll work it out from there. I will water the beans on the off chance that maybe they will produce more beanage. We'll see. Oh, I should probably refill that. Okay, oddly enough, my energy is really low. Strange. Maybe my game is bugging. I don't know. Ooh, it is a maze of shenanigans here. some mushrooms. Okay, actually it doesn't look like the stream is too far behind, so that's nice as well. Okay. How do we want to proceed for the rest of this Stardew Valley day? I think we fish. Wait a second. I had a plan. It's just that shenanigans took place and so I never implemented that plan. We're gonna go fix the bridge on the beach. Yeah. ADHD in action, folks. Okay, looks like there's about a 6 or 7 second delay, which is also good for me to know. Okay. Nice. That's a lot of forage. That's excellent. You know, I fished by this rock several times, and I think that might actually be the first bit of trash I've picked up from the rock. It is interesting. Also, this stream's probably not going to go for super long. I'll probably hop off at 11, because I do still have some homework to do. But I can hang out for a little bit. Yep. Grinding it out indeed. Fishing is my top skill at the moment. That's why we're at the rock. It's much easier to get a lot of fish. Gotta make a bunch of money, you know, so I can save all my farming products for caving trips. We're not caving today, though. What? Is what for real? I require more details. Yeah. It acts a little bit like bait. So if you can't put bait on your fishing rod, you fish here and you're likely to get bites way more often, rather than just sitting and waiting forever. That's why this is one of my preferred fishing spots. Because, I mean, I'm on the Riverland farm, so I could just fish at home, and that's easier because I don't have to walk. But I spend a lot more time waiting in between fish. It's a real thing. I'm not exactly sure why it is that way. It's very convenient, though. Got low energy. energy as well, so we'll want to be careful. I probably only will get a few more casts today. Maybe? I don't really know. I'd probably have to look it up. I suppose you could look it up for me if you feel so inclined. Okay, we probably have about 3 casts left. Based upon my calculations. Ooh, hello, you're a trixier fish than normal. Ah, that's why. You're a flounder. Okay, starting to feel exhausted, but I think I can get one more cast out. Interesting. We might have to do some tests tomorrow, because tomorrow's a rainy day. I would be very curious if we do some tests and test the average time between fish catches, like between bites, at the rock versus not at the rock. Because the thing is, I will do like a max cast no matter where I'm fishing. And the rock feels like it gives a lot more fish than anywhere else in the game. By a noticeable margin. So we might want to do some experiments. We've been learning about the scientific method. Give ourselves an independent variable of fishing location and compare the rock to other fishing sites. Okay. Actually, I need to check. Okay, I don't need any of that for a bundle. Great, I will sell it all. Hang on to the seaweed though. Seaweed is good. I don't have a recycling machine yet, though frankly, it's not because I can't make one, it's just, like, I have the recipe, I just haven't bothered to make one, because I don't have the iron. I should go mining, I just don't want to. Nice! That is a good profit for today. Alright, hello cat. Clear and sunny. It's the last day of the season, so if we're lucky, we will get beanage. I don't know if we'll get lucky. We got beans! Yes! The timing on that is perfect. I probably should be cautious of my volume of speaking. I do have family members sleeping right now. Please hold. Oh wait, never mind, these are not the same headphones I'm used to wearing. Alright. Testing time. Let's find out. Do I have a decent stopwatch? I I guess I could keep track of stream duration. Kind of as a stopwatch. Rock is closest you can be to shore whilst fishing on ocean tiles, which are better than actually being on the beach. Why does being close to shore help, though? That's my question. Because the places I would test would be out on the end of the pier. And you can get some really long wait times on those. Hello, old mariner. I has questions. Because when you leave, the walk is shorter, that's it. I am uncertain. Let us measure timing. Cast out farther. Okay, gotta watch the timing here. Okay, so that one was about a 15-second wait time, I think. So we'll catch a couple fish here, and then we'll see. Okay. Uh-huh. You know it. Okay, so 10 seconds. Okay. That one was about 15 seconds as well. That one was also 15. Interesting, this is fairly regular. At least so far. Okay. So if it follows the same pattern, then I should get another bite in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No bite. Interesting. There it is. Okay, that one took about 20 seconds. That one took about 13. Okay, I think we can safely say that our average baseline is 16, 17 seconds-ish. Let's try over here. Fascinating. We are at the 15-second mark. Okay, there it is. That one was about 17. It could just be confirmation bias. Admittedly. It could be confirmation bias. I am fully willing to accept that it could be confirmation bias. There's 10. Okay, that one was about 13. If I upload a VOD of this, what do we call it? Fishing science. Okay, that one was 10 to 12-ish. It might be just a few seconds faster per cast. Because I think here we're averaging about 13 so far, whereas before we were doing 15. So I do think it is just a teeny bit faster. I got distracted and I did not measure the time for this one. Whoops. I I do think it was before... Okay, this one might be going longer. That might have been more like 16, 17, which would change the averages. It could be confirmation bias. Okay, tracking the time solidly on this one. $13. Okay, that one was actually 9. Maybe. I try to do max cast anyway, though. I think probably if we wanted to do a really good study, we would have to take way more data than we have time to do here today. I don't know. I definitely catch more fish at the ocean in general than I do at my home river, though. Even with it being the Riverland farm. What could be interesting to look up would be if the Riverland farm, despite having higher rates of fish catches than other farm variants, still has lower rates than other fishing locations around the valley. No clue. Let's see. If we're not measuring the times of fish catches, because I don't know if it's actually relevant, what else does one talk about whilst fishing in Stardew Valley? Or do we just sit here quietly and chill? There is something very cozy about the rain ambiance and just, you know, chilling. Stardew is also just a cozy game in general. Hello. That fish showed some spirit. Yes, I leveled up! Woo! I don't know if you were able to see the level up because of my face cam being in the way, but I leveled up. Which does actually make me wonder where the best location for my face cam would be? Maybe the top left corner? I'm not sure. I'll have to experiment with that too. Frankly, this whole thing is an experiment. Oh, hello, Sebastian. Our beloved emo friend. Who I don't actually know very well because I can never find you. It's hard to build a relationship when you can't talk to somebody. hello. This is a spunky fish. Ah! That's why. It's an eel. I've also noticed that the ocean fish are easier to catch on average than the river fish are. Which is another interesting thing, and may also contribute to the fact that, like, that might also be part of the reason why I catch more fish when I fish out here than I do at the rivers. It's because the rivers have more challenging fish, like your pike and your catfish and your tiger trout. Here it's mostly the squid are tricky, the octopus are tricky, sea cucumbers and super cucumbers, but most of the general fish you catch are not that difficult. So that could also be contributing to the confirmation bias for the ocean over the river. It's not that there's less fish biting in the ocean, it's just that they're easier to catch, and so you waste less time. Yeah, I don't have a glow ring yet. Right. No wonder it feels dark. Yes, lots of fish. Halibut! Excellent! Lots of fish is a good thing, though, because it means I make more money. And I'm going to need money to buy a bunch of seeds for summer. I keep seeing things on Stream Manager out of the corner of my eye and looking over, and it's nothing, because it's just the motion of my own fish catching. Throwing me off, dude. I'm confusing myself. You want to know something else that's really fascinating about this rock? It's on the map. Lonely Stone is his name. I find it interesting that it has a name on the map when it doesn't necessarily have to, and seems to have no other real significance aside from this idea that perhaps it allows you to catch more fish. Hello, fish. Are you gonna get close enough that I can grab the treasure chest? Thank you! Yeah! We got a book! I love books! Okay. New power, please. Yes! Oh. Oops. I have done goofed. Okay, I might be able to get one more cast. You mean my little rectangle light that you gave me? Oh, it probably look blue because it's nighttime. And yes, I do have the softbox going. It's off to my left, on the left-hand side of my desk right now, and then I've got my lamp in the back. I was noticing when the softbox was too close, it lit up my face too brightly. And also it was bright and hurting my eyes, and so I started messing around with its location so that I could, words, not be blinded. That's the words I wanted. Hello, I see a daffodil. I'd like it, please. Money! Blue, ba-dee-ba-da-ba-dee-ba-doo. I wish I actually knew that song, because then it would make the meme funnier. But I don't actually know the song. Okay, I'm not gonna use bait, let's be honest here. I don't have a fishing rod that can use it. Oh, I also got an ancient seed. I'm very excited about that. When the screen goes black, I become a silhouette. Interesting. Oh, that is really fascinating. Huh. Should I mess around with the lighting to make that less the case? Because what I could do is I could maybe set up like that. Here, let's click it and then let's see. And you can tell me how it does. Now I will watch. I still become a little bit of a silhouette. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay. So I probably should move my light closer. Okay. Let us see. Because what I could do is I could move it there. Probably what we're going to run into is a case of, when I originally tested the lighting, it was day. And so I was having a little bit of sunlight coming through my curtains. So I might have to mess around with my lighting between day and night. Okay. Is it better like this, though? Yeah, that's what I was worried about. And see, I have the light turned all the way down right now. So what if I put it back where I had it, but I turn it all the way up? So it's more like that? Maybe like that. But now I've got to go orchestrate a situation where the screen will go black again to test and see what that did. So, when we go to get more seeds, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna have to do math to figure out how many seeds to get. Ugh. Not mathematics! Can I dim my screen? No. No, I can't. It's ridiculous. It's not like my laptop where I can just dim it. I don't even have the option. Let's see. Okay, so we got a 5x6 and a 6x6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's do this. Gotta make it symmetrical, and then we're also gonna have to clean it up. You know how this goes, right? Oh boy, I didn't realize how full this had gotten. Okay, it would help if I take out the seaweed, because we don't need random seaweed in here. Alright. My box is full enough as is. Okay. Let's go buy some seeds. For the quality crops bundle, we need melons. Summer crops, or we're going to need a little bit of everything. Okay. Yeah, if I knew how to dim my screen, I would. But I can't, yes. And that makes sense. That makes sense. But not too much brighter. That's the challenge. Then we got a 6x6, which would be 36. We only have 3. Okay, what if... Okay, wonder... How's that? If I do it like that. It still turns slightly away from me, so it's not shining directly on me. Okay, I still go a little bit silhouette-y, but it's not as bad. Imagine if I get a giant melon. That would be fun. True. True, it could be a Stardew quirk. Though Skyrim also has a dark loading screen, typically. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous doesn't, though. So at least with Pathfinder it might be better. But yeah, figuring out consistent lighting might be a challenge. I might need to get another lamp for my desk. Maybe something I could put over on this side. Like behind the camera, but I would want it to be a dim one so that it wouldn't light this side of my face too harshly. $47,270. We'll see how this goes. I might have to eat some of my green crops. But we need to get all of this watered. It is very important. 15, 11, 9. Oh, that's 8. Okay, 6, 5, 3. Oh! We just barely had enough energy. The beauty. Good night, Stardew Valley. And sunny all day. Yay! The plants are growing. Ooh, what's this? Dear Aurora, I read an article about you in the local paper. I'm so impressed with your progress on the farm. Keep this up and dear old Dad might be retiring in a Fern Islands luxury bungalow after all. Love, Dad. You know, Stardew Valley is like the only situation where farming is profitable enough as like a solo small-time farmer to make it so that your parents could potentially go and retire on an island. That's a fair point. Okay, let me finish watering the crops and I will mess around with that. Gotta finish the current process before I start a new one, otherwise the ADHD will ruin me. I accidentally watered the same crop twice. It's fine. Not a big deal. It's only a couple energy. It's fine. Maybe I put it like right here. Now I watch very closely. My face feels very bright now. Yeah, now I feel like I'm washed out. Okay, turning down helped a bit. Let me know what you think. I got a pike, right off the bat. Convenient. I need one of those. What do you think, Cryptic? Is this lighting set up better? Another pike. I'm spoiled today. We will need to see a transition, yeah. It's true. I'll catch a few more fish here, and actually we will see a transition when I go inside. When I go back inside at the end of the day. Which should come relatively soon, because, I mean, watering took a bunch of our energy. What do you think? Should I get myself a fancy drink? I saw that a message came through, hold on. Fish maxing? Rainbow trout! Yes! I did take it home, yeah! It did spill on the way home, so all the crackers fell out, but that's okay. It wasn't a huge pain to clean up, and so I washed it, and now it's my LaCroix cup. Makes me feel very fancy when I take a drink. I know, right? Oh, the immediate transition from F's in the chat to W's in the chat. It's important to feel fancy sometimes. Hello, fish. Come to me. You are mine now. Danka, you are a chub, therefore you are boring. However, chub are good too. Every fish is important. Every fish is different, and we mustn't judge them by their appearance. It is the strength of a fish's character that is the most important thing of all. Is this a not-so-subtle reference to the things I've been learning about in my nutrition class? Yes. Yes, it is. We are all fish, and we mustn't judge ourselves based on our appearance. We must be very kind to ourselves, you see. It's most important. I don't know why I suddenly took on a British accent. I've been playing too much D&D, perhaps. Someone help me. It's 11 o'clock at night and I am too tired for this. Frankly, Cryptic, so does mine. Sometimes I'll get yogurt and some vegetables in there. But really, my nutrition class is about, you know, not giving into the whole idea of diet culture, because diet culture is actually pretty bad for you. When you restrict the things you eat, it legitimately makes you feel hungrier, and it makes larger meals feel smaller, and so when you do fall into a period of binging, you'll eat more than you otherwise would have, and so you'll gain more weight back than what you lost when you were dieting. So, it's actually better to just focus on eating a wide variety of wholesome foods and eating until you're happy and satisfied, instead of trying to limit your calories. You eat for health, not for weight loss. That's like the big takeaway I've had from my nutrition class. Ooh, a sonar bobber. How incredibly fancy. Will I use it? Probably not. Oh, hello. Big. I may have lost the thread of what we were referencing. Please tell me more. Ah! Ha! Hold on. Gotta focus. Hello, fish. You're challenging. It's always the river fish. You're the ones that give me troubles. Every time. You forgot. I regularly forget where I'm going with things. We were talking about food, but I don't remember anymore where any of us are going with anything. Aw, man, there's a bubble spot. But I don't have the energy to utilize it. How unfortunate. That's what I get for my last catch of the day. Hooray! I love driftwood. It is like my favorite thing ever. Oh, I don't need any of these for the community center? Fun, what do I need? Okay, I need a walleye. I don't know where you find that. Crab pot stuff, river fish. Oh, it's a tiger trout. Right, and those are all in the lake. I see. Well, cool. I just fish purely for profit. It's fine. Who needs community center items anyway? Okay, here we go. Time for a transition. And now we watch. It was better. Okay. We figured it out. Okay, Stardew, what are we up to? There was an earthquake during the night. Is that the event that knocks down the big tree? Or... Yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, I believe this is going to be where I call it for now. We'll find out what all of that earthquake was about later. But it's 11 o'clock, so I need to go and actually do my homework. So therefore, I shall see you all another time. I don't know when yet. It will depend entirely on how busy I am and how much I have to read. So, good luck. Good luck. Goodbye. I'll see you later. Boop. Now OBS should make the whole stream go dark. Yes, it works. Alright, I'll see you all later.